Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys today. Glad to have everybody aboard. Hang on. Hey, what up? Was everything cool getting on? My setup looks different. I'm trying to figure something out. Hang on. I'm trying to figure out. I'm having some YouTube issues. StreamYard's being gay. They just changed some stuff up. Hang on. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 second. All right. And this. All right. StreamYard, yeah, I want to address this. So there's two things going on. I can hide the vertical, right? Now, so they're asking me if I want to do a vertical and a portrait. I don't know, man. Like I don't know. StreamYard's asking me all types of weird questions, man. I don't know. I don't know. But it looks normal. I'm gonna try not to do this here. I may do another live today. Well, I closed out and went back, and it was normal. All right, cool. All right, I'm glad everything's working out. All right. Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. I'm glad everyone could be aboard. I'm gonna get into it's gonna be a good one. I'll say that. It's gonna be a good one. Good week. Well, no, last week wasn't great, to be honest. Wasn't a great week. But let's get paid this week, guys. We got some big fights. We got Connor and Eubank part 2. I'm gonna start the poll with that. Guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. Everyone vote in the poll. I want to know who wins this fight. I got to know. I'm kind of torn. I'm going to get into I'll spend obviously a lot of time on it throughout the week, but it's obviously a big fight. The first fight was great. So here are my concerns. I just watching him fight. I think, again, Eubank wins the fight. I think Eubank is better. Yeah, let me see if I can end this. Hang on. Ever. I'm having some issues. StreamYard makes things complicated for absolutely no reason at all. I don't know why they do this, but they make life difficult and ugly for absolutely no reason. But I think we should be good. I think we should be good. All right, y'all guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you have not already. Join the Patreon if y'all have not already. Join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's in the ticket below. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It gets you asked to book you anything. It gets you request a video. It gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So make sure to like, share, and subscribe today. All right. I'm trying to get everything set up so it's not gay anymore. So we're going to get through it. But I'll just talk through it while I'm doing this. My original inkling is all right. My original inkling is that Eubank wins. I don't know what's going on. Blame yourself. I don't know. It's being really strange. I don't know. But guys, join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's pinned in the chat. You guys can just watch as you always do. I don't know exactly what's going on. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to try to make sure this never happens again. Let's just get through the show. Why it's being aired in the shorts, it doesn't matter right now. I got y'all here today. So let's chop it up. Let's get into it. Like I said, just looking on the fight, watching them stylistically, watching what they've done, I would definitely lean towards Eubank. Just like I picked Eubank in the first fight. First fight ended in a draw. I thought Eubank won in a very close fight. Really good fight. This fight could be better. Eubank is 36. Did you guys realize that Eubank is 36? He's 36. Like, that's concerning to me, to say the least. So he's aging. He has slowed down a bit. You watch the tape on him. He's definitely slowing down. He's not what he once was at all, for certain. So that's something definitely to keep an eye on. And then Eubank, he's the bigger guy. He's the better guy. He's got the better jab. What I don't like is how low he keeps his hands. He thinks he's Roy Jones. He thinks he's twitchier and more athletic than he really is. He really isn't that dude. He really isn't. Like, he really is not like super athletic. He's clearly the inferior athlete in the ring with Conor Benn. And he's got his hands low. Now, a fighter who keeps his hands low could get caught. He could definitely get caught. Now, the question becomes, does Conor Benn still have that kind of power? He loads up on stuff. He loads up looking for one shot at a time. I don't think Conor Benn is like that. Conor Benn struggles to use the jab consistently. He struggles to close distance. He struggles to get on the inside. He's not real good at cutting off the ring. He can't trap you and corner you. He does get backed up because he is an athlete. He wants to try to fight off the back foot at times. It's not really his strength. It's not really what he does, but he does try to do it. And I'm not a big fan of him trying to do that. Eubank stops him this time is my initial thought. Guys, everyone vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. Please like, share, and subscribe. Everyone vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. We're having some issues with the stream. I'm trying to get through. It's not even with the stream. It's with YouTube and StreamYard. I don't know. They're feuding. I don't know what that is. Eubank and Catterall over 10.5 at -111. Eubank and Catterall over. Too good to pass up. I like this half. Like, this is a 3D boxing type of bet. I like this bet a lot. Eubank, I do like Eubank to win, although I'm not convinced of it. I don't know if I will bet on Eubank because I'm just not convinced he's going to win, right? He's 36. He's slowing down. He carries his hands low. His chin is durable, and I don't know that I trust Conor Benn's power like we used to. You know, when Conor Benn was on his way up, we really thought he was a puncher. Now we're like, is he really, though? Is he really, though? Eubank won the first fight. It wasn't. I agree. I've watched it a couple of times now. I do think Eubank won the first fight, although it is his draw. so they'll do it again. But I agree. I thought Eubank clearly won the first fight. That's tomorrow's poll, the later show's poll. Catterall money line and Landolfo Delgado money line. Ooh, I like that. Let's take a look at that. I like this. I like this, Ryan. I like this a lot. This is something I like quite a bit. Yes, indeedy. Parlay 215 and then minus 124 on the 2-leg. I like that a lot. Catterall Delgado on a 2-leg parlay. I like this a lot. I would cash in on this. I like this a lot. Catterall Delgado. I would get in on this for sure. For sure. This is a good card. This is a big time card. There's no Alicia Bumgarner. I don't know why Alicia Bumgarner keeps showing up on my pro boxing odds. That fight is not happening. But we got some good fights, guys. Just so you know, that the Catterall, not the Catterall, the Connor Ben and Eubank video is up. It's live. Go check that out. Make sure you check that out. It's Connor Ben, Chris Eubank. That is live. Go check that out. That is up there. Go check that out live now. I'm gonna work on. I don't know what I'm working on next. I guess I'll do Catterall and a salmon next. We'll work on that, and we'll get through one at a time. Azim and Scooby is a fight I want to do. So there's that. There's a lot of fights I do want to get into. There's also the top rank card, which has Delgado on it and Espinosa versus K Guy. I'm not sure I'm going to get to all of that. But I am going to get to Delgado and Valenzuela. I'm going to get to that, and then I'm going to try to get to four more fights on the UK card. So I did Eubank and Connor Ben. I'm going to try to get to Azim and Scobie, Kalman and Catterall, Ismail Davis and Sam Gilly. Those are the four I think I'm going to do. There's nothing really else here worth betting on. So I'll do those two, and then I'll do I may do Emiliano Vargas and Jonathan Motrell. Torres and Select isn't really worth betting on. And then I have the Delgado fight. I'm gonna work on all of that. I'm gonna try to get all of that out for you. Not sure what I'm gonna work on next. Maybe Adam Azim and Kurt Scooby. Maybe a Kyle Suman, Jack Carroll. Maybe Ismail Davis and Shane Gilly. We don't know yet. We don't know. But guys, do vote in the poll. Let me know who you think is gonna win the rematch. I also want to know. To later, I don't know if I'm doing a later show. May or may not do a later show, but we got some good fights here. We can definitely work through this. We also have the Steve Butler fight. Steve Butler on the 14th. I'm going to try to do this too. Steven Butler and Stefan Funto. Let me see if I can. Let me see one thing. I'm trying to see some. I'm trying to see one thing. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a Stephen Butler fight. Why is there so little tape on Stephen Butler? Why is that? Why is there so little tape out there? I mean, Stephen Butler's been fighting for years. We're super familiar with him. Why is there so little tape on Stephen Butler? I wanted to watch that last fight, Messias. Let me see if I can find tape on that. I can't find it. That's from 21. It's the first fight. All right, we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try to do the Stephen Butler fight too, but we'll see. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, please. Always appreciate it. Questions, comments, thoughts. Let me get to some of these, and then I'll get to this. It wasn't a draw. They scored it to Eubank. Just to be factually correct. Oh shoot! Why am I tripping? Why am I? Yeah, you're right. They scored up for Eubank. Why am I tripping? Why did I think it was? Yes, they scored. I'm bugging, guys. I don't know why. I am absolutely bugging. I don't know why they're doing it again. I'm bugging. Why did I think it was a draw? It wasn't a draw. I've watched it 3 times now. They're doing it again because this is their biggest money fight. Yeah, I think that's a fair point, Havelock. I think that's a fair point. And they had a rematch clause. Well, they had a rematch clause. What do you think, mate, for Kurt Scooby? I think he loses. The question is, does he get knocked out? Scooby-Doo, we're not a fan of Scooby-Doo here. He may or may not be on our no bet list. And we are going to create a no bet list. We are absolutely, guys, Chris Colbert and Alan Garcia are on my no bet list. Catterall is the UK Devin Debo Haney. That's funny. That Butler opponent is a late replacement. He'll probably be fine. I'm going to look into the fight. I'm going to see what content I can't find a bunch of Stephen Butler's had so many fights. I had to tell you thing. Why is it so hard to find Stephen Butler tape? Like they're scrubbing it from the internet. Yeah, that's definitely only doing Eubank Ben again because it was a commercial success, not because it was close. Yeah, it was a great fight. It was a great fight. Their dads had a joint. I don't know why I'm bugging. I don't know why I'm bugging tonight. I like Eubank. The price is a little steep. The price is a little steep. Minus 170. Let me check the other books. Does anyone have what price are you guys on your books getting Eubank at? Minus 170 is a little steep for me. It feels like they're trying to get me to bet on Ben. This is just wide to me. Minus 190, minus 200. I do think Eubank is going to win. And Conor Ben, I think, does fade a little bit. Everything is telling me that Conor Ben is going to win, but 2-1-ish is just a little too wide for me. I do like the fight to go the distance. I definitely like it to go the distance. I would take this over 6.5. I would take that. Who has this book? What book is that? You would bet. If I can get over all these rounds, I'm taking it. I'm taking over 7.5 rounds at minus 385 for sure. Fight to go the distance is basically even money. I'm taking over, and I'm also taking the over 10.5. The over 10.5 is paying about minus 150. I'm taking that all day. I got it minus 150 on DraftKings. I am absolutely taking that. 100%. I'm taking the over 10.5. I think he was a bigger favorite the first time. He was. Not much bigger, but you guys, I did the breakdown. I did pick Eubank to win. I thought Eubank won. Guys, check that out. Check that out if you can. And please vote in the poll, guys. Everyone vote in the poll. I'm bugging today. My brain is certainly not working today. Being weird and gay today. Yeah, I got views on both. I don't know what's going on. It's going on the short and it's going on. So apparently my live is on the short and it's on the regular live. I don't really know what to make of this. I don't know why it's doing this, but this is what it's doing. So just bear with me. Let's pull up DraftKings. Guys, also check out my channel. I got a bunch of content, a bunch of interviews uploaded from the Virgil Ortiz fight. Make sure to check that out. Absolutely be sure to check that out. Oscar, Virgil Ortiz, got all the good stuff there. Check it out. Rickapour at minus 1,200, I don't think is terrible value. I really don't think that's terrible value. Ismail Davis and Sam Gilly. That's an interesting fight that I want to look at. That is an interesting fight I want to look at. The odds tell me I want to take Ismail Davis. I can parlay him. But something simple like that brings me all the way down to minus 244. But does Sam Gilly win this fight? Maybe, right? Like, I don't think that Ismail Davis is a lock. Is minus 330 a great price? Do you believe in him? So we got that. Jack Catterall at minus 205. That's something you got to take. You got to take Catterall on the money line, and you got to take the over. Catterall by decision to me is simple and plain. It's simple and plain. Eubanks Jr. and Conor Ben. I like Eubank here, but I like the over 10.5 even better. I would take both of those. I take Eubank and I would take the over. I like both of those bets. And then next week's obviously the huge week. So right now DraftKings only has four bets up for me. So you got to go to Pro Boxing Odds to get the other cards. So I got those four. I'm going to get into this. I'm going to get into Azim and Kurt Scooby, which I definitely like Adam Azim. I may do that next. And then we're going to get into the Delgado and Valenzuela video. And I'm also interested in the Steve Butler fight. Does anyone know how we watched this Steve Butler fight? He used to fight, well, he still does, but Eye of the Tiger used to be shown on Top Rank, ESPN. It's not anymore. Does anyone know how I watched this Steve Butler fight? Because I'm minus 1,100. I may want to throw him into one of my parlays. I might want to put him in one of my parlays. I don't think that's bad value. I may want to get in on that. Bang Bang Butler. Is it still Eye of the Tiger? Yeah, it's Eye of the Tiger. Oh, you got this is a nice card. Anyone look at this card? This is not bad. Butler, and then you have Arobio and Dungenny. This is not bad. That's a good fight too. And then you have they like Luis Santana. I don't know a ton about him. Somebody you might want to keep an eye. I'm interested in this card. Does anyone know how I watch this card? Does anyone know how to watch this? Because I'm not now. I'm into this. Now I'm into this card. Ben would need to change. Ben would need not only his fighting tactics, but his temperament to win. Two things I don't think he's capable of. I agree with this. Havlock. Gary, I like a Salmon in an upset. I think he will just outwork a low output Catterall. Okay, I mean, that's his path to victory, but you like him by decision, right? So just bet the fight to go the distance. That's what I'm saying. Bet the fight to go the distance. I haven't done it yet. I may want to do this fight. I'm intrigued by this fight. I am definitely intrigued by this fight. Sam Gilly, Ismail Davis. I'm definitely intrigued by this fight. I may break this video down next. I guess I like Davis. I guess. I don't know. Like, to me, to be fair, Sam Gilly is coming up a draw with a guy who is 7-5. To be fair, I guess Ismail Davis is going to win. I suppose. I don't know. I got to watch the tape. I may predict an upset in this. I got to go back and I got to study Gilly a little more. Possible. I'm going to say upset alert. We're looking at upset alert. I'll let you know if I'm going to get to the fight. I'll let you guys know. I'm going to do that one next. All right. I'm going to get Gilly and Ismail Davis next. I think Asaman is going to shock y'all again. Maybe. I can't see it. It just Catterall knows how to win rounds. He knows how to put. But I think the bet here isn't for it to go over. The bet is the over. Just bet the over. He's going to outwork Jack potentially. Oh, they reschedule and Donnie. That's fine. It'll be on the zone. Oh, did they? All right. Shout out to Jab. Appreciate you. Catterall throws 15 punches. He's not a volume guy. He's not a volume guy. I do think he's going to win the fight, though, right? Like he knows how to win rounds. You're right. He's got low punch output, very low punch output. How often does he get hit clean? The answer is not very much. I think they rob Asuman on the card. Why are you guys that high on Asuman? Like, why? I'm not that high on him. I'm based 93. Based. I got a question for you. Are you based? Are you based though? Are you? Jack isn't really a welterweight either. That's fair. He's gonna be small for the size. He's gonna be small for the size. A cow Asuman is 36. Keep that in mind. He's got the win over Taylor, in which he rallied late, won the second half of the fight, got the fight. Catterall, he's 32 now. He's got wins over Regis. He's got wins over Harlem Eubank. He's got win over Josh Taylor twice. Really, I know the first one was a loss. Yeah, he's gonna win this fight. You're right. He's not a real welterweight, but he fights in a way that is so unintriguing. I don't think the 7 pounds is really going to bother him, right? It's not an easy jump. 140 to 147 is not an easy jump. I grant that. But I still like that. He's still going to win the rounds, right? Like 8-4 decision. He's going to win enough rounds. And even if you don't think so, then is this fight on pay-per-view? Is this on pay-per-view again? Yeah, this is on pay-per-view. God dang it. You really think I'm going to pay for this? People are bugging. I'm going to pay to watch Asuman and Jack Catterall. People have lost their goddamn mind. I'm paying for that? What is the point of my DAZN description at this point? Seriously, what is the point? They're making me pay. What is it, $50 to watch a cow Asuman? Well, that's the Ben and Eubank? They want me to pay money in addition to my subscription for this? You got to be kidding me. We've really tried to tell you, we literally tried to tell you he could beat Josh and you refused to listen. We're not crazy high on him. All right, fair enough. Fair enough, Jeb. Flatfoot Jack peaked in the second. Taylor fight, he's done, assuming for the win. All right, that's tomorrow's poll. Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Yes, the Eubank Ben fight is $60 plus tax. Extraordinary. My God, what are we doing? What are we doing? Who is paying $60 for this? Who? My God, 60. Eddie Hearn told me in late 6 years ago that the zone meant the end of the zone meant the end of pay-per-view. There'd be no more pay-per-view model. The pay-per-view model was dead. Now you're charging me $60 for Eubank and Ben during college football season. You're giving me every reason not to watch this garbage. Every reason. I don't want to watch this garbage. You're giving me every reason not to watch it. I can watch college football all day and be happy. And I'll just stream this. Yeah. Well, I don't know, little man. They think you're stupid. They think we're stupid. They think we're pathetic and dumb. And maybe we are. $60 for this? That's my later poll. God, for Ben and Eubank, the most intriguing fight on the card. The most intriguing fight on the card is Sam Gilly and Azim. That's the most intriguing fight on the card. Right? I mean, look, Catterall and Salmon is a nice fight. It's competitive, but no one wants to watch that. The only fight anyone really wants to watch is Gillian Davis and Scooby and Azim. Those are the fights that are like compelling. A Catterall and assuming that's putting you to sleep. Whoever you like to win, that is not a barn burner. You're not going to wake your children up in the middle of the night to watch this fight. Hey, little Chucky, you got to wake up. We got to watch this Catterall assuming fight. It'll put him to sleep. $60. I'm not paying this. No, I won't do it. That is outrageous. I won't have it. Harlem and Regis aren't that good, though. His best win is Jack, and Ikaw did it easier. I don't know about that. I'll go back and watch it. I remember him losing like the first 5 rounds and winning the last 7. I thought he won, but I thought he had. I got to go back. I haven't watched it since it originally aired. I'll go back and watch it. Am I wrong in that Asuman lost all the early rounds and then won the fight late? It was very, very close, and he eked it out in the last couple of rounds by winning the last few rounds. Did you hear about the Zone's new Ultimate tier? I have not. Tell me about the Zone's new Ultimate tier. Sounds like it's for the gays. It's gay. It's really gay. What is their Ultimate tier? $45 a month for what? $45 a month, and then you can pay $60 to watch Akua Salmon and Jack Catterall. Havelock, what can you tell me about this? Did anyone know what Havelock is? I'm gonna end this in a minute unless someone. All right, I'm gonna check my poll, guys. Everyone vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. Questions, comments, thoughts. Put it all in the poll. All of it in the poll right now. Look at the poll right now. What the hell is going on? All right, everyone vote in the poll. I don't know what's going on with the poll. I'm going to end the poll in a minute. This is super weird. This is super duper weird. I don't even know what to make of this. Ben, Eubank, and okay. What do you get for it though? What do I get for $45 a month? Yeah, the card is. What do I get for it though? Before I started gambling, I never paid for a card. Now I pay for them. I make money. Promoters make money. Fighters make money. Books lose money. Let's get it. I mean, I like the attitude, David. I do. But like, we can say this about every sport, right? Like, do you have to pay $60 to watch the Jets versus the Browns? No, you do not. No, you do not. Not if you live in the market, right? Otherwise, you just get the app, right? You get the NFL package and you get all the games. They don't make you get the NFL package and then pay $60 for that game. Yo, hope you're well. Everything is well, Humble Crumble. We are good. We are good. We are good. I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I'm gonna look into this the Zone Ultimate Tier crab garbage. Let me see what this is about. The Zone Ultimate Tier is a new subscription plan that includes a minimum of 12 pay-per-view events annually, plus a wide range of fight nights and offers features like HDR TV. It also allows for downloads and streaming on 2 devices simultaneously, offering potential savings for fans who otherwise purchase. I'm gonna look into this. I'll report back to you guys on this. I'm not. I'm not paying. That's not worth the money. I don't care how much money I make. I agree, Jab. Apparently, the ultimate tier includes pay-per-views and Ultra HD. If you pay annually fee of $450, you get up. Okay. Oh, that's something. So it's not 40. Can you buy it for about a month? I'll look into this. I'm gonna look into this. I'll look into it. Speaking of bullshit pay-per-views, have you heard anything about Turkey's new DAZN no pay-per-view model? I've heard rumblings of it. We'll get to that. Fire Stick boys outside. I need someone to catch me up in the 21st century and explain to me how the Fire Stick works. Explain it to me like I'm 5. I'm not very smart. I need someone to explain it to me. Have you thought about adding football to the Patreon? I don't do football. I'll do college football, but I don't know. I have not. I'm not. If you guys want to start a football picks, we can do that. I'm not going to be involved. I can add a category. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I may or may not be back tonight. Appreciate all of y'all. It is November 10th. Let me close out the poll. So the poll is very close. 44 for Ben. Oh, you guys are actually picking Ben. Okay, I'm going to end the poll in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Ending the poll in 3, 2, 1. Ending the poll. The poll is ended. And it's actually Ben is the winner, 43-38, with 19% of you thinking it's going to be a draw. Ben points plus 400. Not bad. If you think Ben's going to win, it's a good value. I'm with you, Havelock. I'm a real boxing fan. When the card is good, I pay. Simple. I agree. If the card is good, I guess I will pay, even though I think it's stupid to have it on pay-per-view, but I will pay. You know, the NFL doesn't do this. The NBA doesn't do this. Major League Baseball doesn't do this. Major League Baseball does not put their World Series behind a $60 paywall. Puts it on for free. It's putting that out there. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. November 10th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.